Hey dwellers, it's Frank, and today we're going to define what's real. Easy peasy. So stick around for the video. We're gonna complement it with several other videos on the channel about truth, reality, that sort of stuff. So stick around for that. Let's get it. So, what is reality? Well, a bunch of things, right? Yes, great start to the video, Frank. Thank you so much. Reality is what is perceived to be real. However, what is real? Well, what is perceived to be there. But then you would say, yeah, but what I perceive is not necessarily what you perceive, and vice versa. And that's where reality starts to become a bit loopy, because you are correct. Let's even start earlier than that, because in order to perceive reality, we have 5 senses, right? Hearing, eyesight, smell, taste, and touch. But maybe there are more or better ways to perceive reality, right? Just an example, an eagle has way better eyesight. It can see way more. So our tools to perceive are limited. So then what does that mean for reality as a whole? Well, maybe as people, we cannot observe reality as a whole, but we need others to help fill our reality. And I would argue that others is not only limited to other human beings. We need life as a whole to perceive reality for what it is. And even then, we may still be limited in the tools with which we perceive, because we have developed the tools for survival, not necessarily for accurate perception. You know, some of us see more colors, some of us have a better smell, and when I mean some of us, I mean all living things, right? Some of us don't have some of these sensory capabilities, but they have other sensory capabilities. So what is real then? What is real, I would say, is for any given situation, the combined perception of everything that is living, plus the things that are not perceived. And the things that are not perceived, I don't know what they are, but let's give an example like, well, at least for us humans, radio waves. There were radio waves before we had invented the radio and knew how to use them. But people that were there before the radio, they had no idea, right? And I'm sure that there are other types of energies and forces and things that are present that we just don't get. So the reality is all the things that are perceived plus the ones that are not. But it gets even more loopy now. I would argue that reality is also that which is falsely perceived, or perceived in an unconventional manner. For example, let's take any situation A, and one individual perceives that as a very pleasant situation, and person B perceives that situation vastly differently because of different experiences in the past, and those have been threaded by time, as if all your experiences and realities are like beads on a necklace. The thread is time, the beads are the experiences and the realities that you perceive, and you thread through 1, 2, 3, But these experiences, they remain on the timeline, and they are your past, right? They are everybody's past, but they have an impact on the timeline that is to come. Because when you step back and you look at all the beads you've put on your timeline, everything, it will look different every time for each person. So the same situation, event, or thing, or what have you, can be perceived in reality differently. So is it real? Yes and no. Yes, because we have partially identified the reality of the thing, but no, because it is most likely incomplete. So I would argue that reality is the sum of all the perceptions, be they correct or incorrect, plus all that is not perceived. Meaning, reality is something that we cannot really grasp. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you're interested in this, and check around the channel for more videos like this one.